2009-0337, Parish President remarks. Mr. St. Pierre.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to thank all the residents who came out to the St. Charles Parish New Comprehensive Land Use Planning Process Workshop. I'd also like to thank the Planning and Zoning Department for spearheading this event. Kim, I know you and your staff worked very hard on this, a lot of overtime, so I really appreciate the effort you put into it. But I think it's going to be well worth it once the plan comes out. And to the people who did come out and get involved, I wish we would have had more people that came out. But the people that did come out, they had some very good ideas, and I think we're going to have an excellent plan. Myself, along with all the council members, met with representatives from Washington last 2 weeks. Mr. Tanner Johnson from Senator Mary Landrieu's office, who's the project director. Mr. Chris DeBourgier with Councilman Charlie Malonzo's office, who's the legislative director. Mr. Charles Bringham, the project coordinator for Senator Vitter, and Ms. Megan Bell, who's the legislative director for Councilman Scalise's office. We was all allowed to the opportunity to discuss the St. Charles projects that are being discussed in Washington, and then we also took them on a tour of the West Bank levee, so the area that we like to build it, so they can see firsthand what we're looking at. I would also like to thank Valero for inviting me to their United Way gumbo cook-off as a judge. Myself, along with Frank Davis and State Representative Nikki Monica, were the judges. But that's just one of the ways that Valero is working to encourage their people to come up with money to support the United Way. So they're doing an excellent job. Just a note on the West Bank bike path, notice to proceed was issued today. They have 30 days to get all the equipment together. You are going to start seeing some construction going on. Probably the next couple of weeks they're going to do the overlook. Right, that's where they're going to start the overlook right by the bridge. Start doing the ramps going up to the levee, and hopefully this project will only take approximately 45 days. We also attended the town hall meeting in St. Rose with Councilman Scalise concerning the President's insurance program. It was well attended. They had some very good questions, and Congressman Scalise did a very great job kind of explaining his side of the story. Scott Welcham, Kenny Givry, and myself attended a Varl School Board meeting. St. Charles Parish had received permission to utilize 3 schools in the event of evacuation. Hopefully we won't have to use it this year, but while we were there, the Varl School Board meeting was very appreciative that we used as many local people during Gustav and Ike as we can. Bought building materials and used security, paid their security people. They were very appreciative of that. Last week we also met with Hillcore Energy Company, which is a drilling company. They could be drilling some wells behind the Zalman on the levee behind up the Bayou Road, so people in the Zalman, you can start seeing these big rigs move in, you're going to know what it's all about. Grant Deuceman, myself, and Timmy attended the St. Charles Business Association meeting last week to explain the upcoming renewal of the millages, which is the fire, library, and what else? And the health unit. So, and that election is October 17th. You may have noticed that ditches are being dug all over the parish. There are 8 drainage crews focused solely on digging and maintaining ditches, and we are constantly working on each side of the river in all council districts. If you haven't seen work being done in your area, you will soon see it. This is the first comprehensive ditch maintenance program in over the last 10 years. There's pictures up on the screen that can kind of show you what we're doing. I know some of the residents are not very happy that they finally got their ditches where they can cut their grass, but as you can see in this photo here, just half of the culverts is actually the water can actually drain through it, so the grass is going to grow back and you'll be able to cut your grass pretty soon. Just a note, the sales tax collection, we just got the notice from the school board. Our sales tax collection for June was $2,459,953. This is to-date collections are down over the same period in 2009, approximately 21.38%. The People on the East Bank, you've probably been noticing along Highway 61, they did start the guardrail project. Mostly just grading the north side of the 61. The materials for the guardrails and the posts that came into there, so you should start seeing something going up in the next week. Also, as you drove up to the courthouse tonight, you probably noticed we started the work on the gazebo. The gazebo is being built by Fricky Brothers, who was a low bid on the project, and Dane, I think you said in about 30 to 45 days we should be complete. Okay. The monthly recycling event are seeing a lot of traffic. This past Saturday, trucks on both sides of the river collected thousands of pounds of recycling material. Remember, these events are the first Saturday of each month from 9 a.m. to noon at the St. Charles Plaza on Highway 90 in Luling and the Audiberry Building on the River Road in Usoppy. I would encourage everyone to utilize this service, and for more information about what is accepted, log on to stcharlesparish-la.gov. I think you had a picture of that, Renee, you showed it? Okay. Our second Trash Bash event will be held from 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. on Saturday, October 3rd. Everyone is invited to come out and help us clean up our roadside litter that morning, but we're also asking all residents and business to take part in by cleaning up their own property. To sign up for this event, please visit St. Charles Parish Trashbash.org. And those for the people who can't come out on that day, if there's a particular street sign on your area or a guideline pole on a telephone pole that has grass around it and it's been irritating you, walk out there with your weed eater and kind of weed eat around it. Or if you can't come out that particular day, try to pick up something in that area. And Paul, let me issue a challenge to you. The Zalmans was probably one of the only areas that we didn't get any participate from last time, and we really like to get some people in that area. So I want you to get a crew out there, Paul. Okay. Today, a long-arm excavator stationed at Cottage in Beaupre and Luling was found to be vandalized this morning. Vandals set the interior of the cab on fire, resulting in major damage to this equipment. This is the latest in a string of incidents that have been happening both at the parish pump station and the parish equipment. We're asking if anyone has any information who can be doing these things, please call the Sheriff's Office immediately at 783-6807. Remember, this equipment belongs to you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yes, Mr. Nuss.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. St. Pierre, have we gotten the issues with the recycling event resolved in terms of help?
Yeah, Rusty made a special event. We had one person out there this weekend. What Rusty was doing was going back and forth. Saturday, he went to, in fact, he visited both sides 3 times. And we really do need somebody out there. Because some of the people come really organized. They got everything in a nice bag. And some people just show up with a truck full of stuff, and you got to actually physically go in there and dump it. So we're going to have to send somebody out there. So, but we are getting pretty good participation.
I just want to make sure we have the help, because I've heard a couple people complain, and you're right. I think, I mean, we're asking people to store the stuff for a month, and a lot of people do a really good job of it, and they pile their cars full of stuff, and so it's not easy, especially older folks. Okay, thanks.
All right, thanks.